Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at the 5 best 27-inch gaming monitors in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our 5 best picks. Then we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a 27-inch gaming monitor. You can find timestamps and links to all of the products we mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. Number 5. Samsung LC27G75TQ SN-XZA. The best 27-inch gaming monitor with a 1440p resolution that we've tested is the LC27G75TQ SN-XZA. It's a model that's available in two sizes, 27 and 32 inches, and although we've tested the 32-inch variant, we expect our results to be valid for the 27-inch version too. It's a well-rounded monitor and delivers excellent gaming performance. It has a high native 240Hz refresh rate with FreeSync support and G-Sync compatibility to reduce screen tearing. The input lag is incredibly low and it stays about the same with VRR enabled, which is great. The response time is simply incredible, whether you're playing it at its max refresh rate or 60 Hz, and there's a black frame insertion feature to help improve the appearance of motion. It performs best in dark rooms as it has an impressive native contrast ratio that makes blacks appear as they should. Number 4. Asus VG279QM. The best 27-inch gaming monitor with a 1080p resolution is the Asus VG279QM. It's one of the best gaming monitors we've tested, as it's one of the few with a 280Hz refresh rate and an IPS panel. It has a native FreeSync support, and if you have a newer NVIDIA graphics card, it's certified to be G-Sync compatible. Fast-moving content on this screen has almost no motion blur. The response time at its max refresh rate is one of the best we've tested on a monitor, and it also has an excellent response time at 60 Hz. There's even a black frame insertion feature, which unlike most monitors you can use when VRR is enabled. The input lag is also really low except at 60 Hz, so it's not ideal for console gamers. Number 3. ViewSonic Elite XG270QG. If you want to take advantage of your NVIDIA graphics card and prefer something with native G-Sync support, then the ViewSonic Elite XG270QG is a great alternative. It doesn't support HDR and has a lower refresh rate than the Samsung Odyssey G7, but it has wide viewing angles, which is great for co-op gaming. It also has low input lag, good brightness and good reflection handling, but sadly with an IPS panel it has a low contrast ratio. It displays an outstanding color gamut for SDR content, but you may have to get it calibrated to enjoy it to the fullest, as our unit had terrible out-of-the-box color accuracy. It's well built with good ergonomics, and there's even RGB lighting on the back to set the mood in your gaming setup. Number 2. Acer Predator X27. The best 27-inch gaming monitor with a 4K screen that we've tested is the Acer Predator X27. It delivers superb picture quality with its high resolution and excellent motion handling. Its response time is fast, resulting in very little motion blur, and it performs equally well whether you play at its maximum 144Hz refresh rate or at 60 Hz, which is good news for console gamers. Input lag is extremely low, and it supports NVIDIA's G-Sync variable refresh rate technology to reduce screen tearing. If you're in a moderate to bright room, then this is a perfect choice. It gets searingly bright, enough to fight glare in any type of room setting, and its reflection handling is pretty decent. There are 4 USB 3.0 hubs that you can use to charge your mobile devices, and it comes with internal speakers. Number 1. Asus VG279Q. The best budget 27-inch gaming monitor is the Asus VG279Q. It's a great gaming monitor with a few extra gaming-oriented features. It's well built, and the stand has outstanding ergonomics. The 1080p resolution may be too limiting for productivity, but it doesn't put too much stress on your graphics card when gaming. It has an incredibly low input lag, and even though it slightly increases with VRR enabled at 60 Hz, it shouldn't be noticeable for most people. It has a native 144Hz refresh rate with FreeSync support and G-Sync compatibility, and it has an excellent response time at its max refresh rate. Even at 60 Hz, the response time is still good, but you may notice some motion blur behind fast-moving objects. It has a few extra features like the ability to add a crosshair on screen for FPS games, and there are built-in speakers. Now that we've shown you the best 27-inch gaming monitors, let's talk about a few things you should look for before buying one. Firstly, panel types. Every monitor on the market is built using one of several specific panel technologies. These technologies usually tell us what to expect in terms of performance from that specific monitor. There are 3 main panel technologies used in modern monitors: IPS, in-plane switching, VA, vertical alignment, and TN, twisted pneumatic. They all come with their own very unique set of pros and cons, which lend themselves nicely to various user requirements. IPS is generally better for color recreation and viewing angles, whereas TN, a panel that produces less color accuracy, offers better responsiveness, making them ideal for gamers, leaving VA, which is somewhere in the middle. Secondly, response time. Next up, we have response time. This tells us how fast the pixels in your monitor change color, usually using the GTG or gray-to-gray transition. The response time is measured in milliseconds and can range from 1 millisecond up to around 5 milliseconds in modern-day panels. Response time is the second most important factor a gamer should be concerned with, as slower response time monitors can experience visual artifacts such as image ghosting. This is when the image becomes distorted with a ghost trail because the pixels can't keep up with the fast-moving objects. Make sure you get the lowest response time possible to increase your overall gaming experience. And thirdly, screen resolution. Whether you're big into gaming or need the extra real estate for work tasks, screen resolution is a hugely important aspect of a monitor. This is because screen resolution has a direct impact on how demanding a game is and the overall picture quality of the monitor. A monitor that offers 1440p quality will have a 2560 by 1440 screen resolution, otherwise known as WQHD. This means that the panel can literally display 1440 pixels vertically and 2560 pixels horizontally. Compare this with a 1080p monitor, 1920 by 1080, and you'll see a clear difference in both picture clarity and screen real estate. Be aware though, higher screen resolution in games can be extremely taxing on your system. If you plan on upgrading from a 1080p monitor to 1440p or even 4K, prepare to take a huge dip in game performance.